so this demo crossed my radar, I think, during the previous Next Fest or thereabouts, because, it turns out Radiangames had 2 demos active at once this year. One was for Rhythm Storm, which I really, really wanted to be positive on, but the game was just not easy on the eyes at all. Like, the contrast just left too much to be desired. Which, unfortunately, was only more evident when playing the full version of the game, not the demo, because the demo doesn't include the 3rd and 4th areas, and the 3rd area is where it gets really, really bad. But it turns out Radiangames has another demo out for a game called Speed Demons 2, and I think this is another instance where the first one was not on PC, it was possibly on XBLA or something, Xbox Live Arcade. I didn't know Radiangames made stuff that wasn't, you know, shooter-related. You know, most of his stuff, both in the Xbox Live Arcade era and since then, has been top-down shooters, and then, of course, also, he was one of the developers on Overload, which is the spiritual successor to Descent. Which honestly actually shares quite a few weapons, at least in name, if not also in properties, in common between Overload and some of the top-down shooters that Radiangames has done. But yeah, so there's this racing-ish game, and I'm curious about it, so we're gonna play it. Speed Demons 2, we're looking at the store page right now, is described as an arcade highway racing game featuring explosive action, breakneck speeds, and very intense traffic in all caps. With a pulse-pounding soundtrack, unique side-scrolling perspectives, and tons of varied modes, vehicles, and races, Speed Demons 2 is a thrilling blend of speed and chaos. So this is only the demo, mind you. I believe the full game still doesn't have a release date yet. Let's see. The demo came out in June. That would have also been... Was this also in Next Fest, technically? I had been wondering about that. Yep, okay, so he had 2 games in Next Fest at the same time, actually, because, June 2025 was the previous Next Fest. And I'm pretty sure Rhythm Storm was featured in that as well, although Rhythm Storm also had a earlier demo 2 years before that. Oh, it actually describes the demo versus the full game here. Yeah, let's actually read through this. If you got to this post without knowing much about the game, Speed Demons 2 is a cel-shaded top-down side-scrolling arcade racing game with tons of traffic, extreme speeds, and lots of vehicles, modes, and gameplay variety. It's easy to pick up and play, and a gamepad is highly recommended. The demo has most of the features of the main game, with upgrades being the only major feature not present. Okay. It would be nice if there was, like, some sample of that so you knew what to expect. There are 14 vehicles and 22 races in the demo. That's a lot. Which compares to over 70 vehicles and 500 races in the full game. That's a lot. There are a few hidden vehicles and races as well, though I'll let someone else reveal how to find them. The races in the demo will probably make it into the full game, though likely arranged in a different order. Generally, the full game will have longer vehicle-focused series, columns of races, with a few of the less exciting vehicles being paired together into a single series. There will also be series in the full game that focus on specific highways or modes, and a small portion which let you select from a few different vehicles. Huh. Okay. So, you have series that focus on different types of things. Releases. Speed Demons 2 demo is the 3rd significant release for Radiangames in the past month after Fireball 2 and Rhythm Storm. Okay, Fireball 2 also had its demo at the same time. I thought that one was earlier, too. I thought I played that at some point. Huh. I might have to double-check that, because I could have sworn I played that years ago, too. Although I might actually be thinking of the original Fireball, which might have also been on Xbox 360. Not sure. The Rhythm Storm demo will be joining Speed Demons 2 in the Steam Next Fest. I don't think it's recommended to put 2 demos into the same Next Fest at once, but both games are releasing later this summer, so it makes some sense. I only didn't find this one because I didn't look under the racing category, probably. You know, there's so much stuff in Next Fest at once, you're bound to miss stuff. So we're actually catching up on Next Fest demos, even with this one today, which I didn't realize we would be doing. But there you go. I expect to update both demos multiple times in the coming weeks, so feedback, reviews, suggestions are more than welcome. The full game will also benefit from your input. If you prefer to send feedback privately, there's his email. Alright. And it seems like there's some amount of a thread going here, too. So there was probably some feedback on that. Let's scroll down to the rest of the store page. Speed Demons 2 is an arcade highway racing game with a unique perspective, intense action, and a surprising amount of variety. You take to the roads as one of the demons, a chaotic highway racing gang, or as an enforcer, vigilantes determined to stop the demons at any cost. Okay, but either way, you're not cops, because fuck cops. You're a vigilante because they're the only ones who actually get shit done. Or you're a demon. Maybe the cops are the demons, who the hell knows. Whether you want to weave through rush hour, race past your rivals, escape from enforcers, or go on a traffic ramming rampage, Speed Demons 2 is the game for you. Speed Demons 2 gives you a unique view of the action thanks to its chase camera perspectives. With 3 camera angles, straight down, high angle chase, and low angle chase, you'll be racing from a different point of view. Because of this fairly unique perspective and a generous amount of additional effects, the game's sense of speed is especially intense. Okay, but when you say additional effects, especially knowing the visual problems I had with Rhythm Storm, that's not a selling point to me. I want to make sure I can actually see shit, which, like, so far, looks like it shouldn't be a problem. It looks like the, you know, your vehicle and the versus the opposing vehicles, like there's high contrast between the vehicles you're maneuvering through and the track and stuff like that. We'll have to see, though. To make the action more intuitive, the controls are focused on movement, not steering. You'll have gas, brake, and turbo, or ability buttons, and you move the analog stick or mouse up and down to control your vehicle's direction. So it's not tank controls. I think that's the point being made. Which, like, I mean, this feels like it's gonna be, you know, like, Spy Hunter and all those other, like, linear, you know, racing/exploding games, except a lot of those are vertical rather than horizontal, and this seems like it's gonna be more horizontal, so... I don't have a whole ton of experience with those games. I probably played a couple and sucked at them horribly. Racing in general is a genre that I have not played a whole ton of. I've played little bits and pieces of things here and there. Speed Demons 2's visuals are colorful, customizable, and highly optimized. While the physics run at 120 Hz at all times, the visuals look great at either 60 or 120, especially when played on a high-resolution monitor. Right, we gotta remember that 1440p was kind of the thing that Rhythm Storm was tested on, and probably led to part of the lack of visual clarity on lower resolutions, but I kind of think that that game would still have the same clarity issues on any resolution. Here's hoping that it'll be less of an issue here. You can see there's some flashy explosions, though, so you just gotta keep... The clouds can entirely cover your vehicle. Not sure how I feel about that, so we'll have to see how... I mean, your vehicle's kind of in a fixed position on the screen, at least horizontally. Hopefully it won't be an issue. Let's see, where did I leave off? The game features finely tuned custom motion blur and tilt-shift full-screen effects, but both are completely optional. Good! The vehicles and road hazards are cel-shaded, but the outlines can be disabled if you prefer a simpler style. Regardless of which settings you use, Speed Demons 2 action remains stylish and smooth. I wonder if the outlines can, like, show through stuff. I'm not sure whether the outlines are showing up in this particular animation down here. Modes and vehicles and races. Oh my. It's easy to jump in and enjoy a quick high-speed session of Speed Demons 2, but don't expect to race through the game, as there is a lot of content. The verb is missing. There is a lot of content and gameplay variety to explore. Featuring 10 gameplay modes, 70 unique vehicles, 500 races, and a 3-star scoring system, Speed Demons 2 gives you plenty of reasons to keep racing and keep coming back. Okay, so there's going to be like a grade system for each level too, presumably. Hey, Champlin. The modes in the game. Race against the same or similar vehicles as yours to reach the finish line first. Checkpoint, race against the clock to reach 5 checkpoints before we run out of time. Escape, reach the finish line without being destroyed by enforcers. Pursuit, okay, so this is where you play as either the enforcers or the demons. Pursuit is the opposite, you are the enforcer. Destroy 8 to 20 specific demons within a set time limit. Takedown, also as enforcer. Destroy as many demon vehicles as you can in a set time. Rampage, destroy as many vehicles of any type as you can in a set time. It's just free for all, who cares? Rally, pass as many demons as you can in a set time. Slalom, race to the side of slalom markers and reach the I can't believe... Okay, one thing I did play as a kid was like this... So there was like Free Ski or Ski Free. Is that what it was called on Windows 3.1? And then I want to say there was an Atari 2600 game that operated kind of like that. Which, like, my dad had a briefcase full of Atari 2600 cartridges, so I played the Atari 2600 a little bit as a kid. I mean, even though I would consider myself as having grown up more with NES and Super NES and N64, like, that was... Super NES and N64 were, like, into my teenage years. But I was exposed to the Atari 2600 as well, and Slalom just makes me think of, like, that era. Scratchless reached the finish line with as few scratches as possible. Rush Hour, pass as many traffic vehicles as you can before reaching the finish line. Interesting. So traffic is like neither enforcer, like those are bystanders, neither enforcer nor demon. Each race can be attempted and completed in 2 to 4 minutes, and there are 500 plus races spread across various chapters. Main chapters feature 5 or more new vehicles each, while bonus chapters provide more challenging races centered around specific themes or modes. Okay, so the more focused ones are usually bonus chapters then. Progression is fairly forgiving, meaning only around half of the races need to be completed to progress through the game. So yeah, there's an amount of, like, unlocking other stuff. What does this say in terms of... This doesn't say anything in terms of, like, resolution down here, but they did kind of, like, make a nod to higher resolutions than 1080p above. Whereas I'm pretty sure... I thought I remembered Rhythm Storm mentioning 1440p in, like, the recommended requirements. So it might not be as big of a push for that in this case. Alright, let's get into the game. I've been running background music because the game does not keep its sound going when you Alt-Tab out. Even if I change it out of full screen and to windowed, it still, when I Alt-Tab, it still kills the sound. Unfortunately. But let's go into it right now. It might be a little bit louder. I'm in the options menu now because I was adjusting the sound and music volume, and I was hoping that I could get it to, like, stick around when Alt-tabbed out, but that alas was not the case. Let's start with the main menu. So here's your title screen and main menu. You've got play, wishlist, options, and exit game. When you go into options, we've got this. You can tell it's got, like, similar widgets to what we saw in Rhythm Storm, in terms of, like, you've got, like, the 5-step, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Camera height can be adjusted, which kind of just seems like zoom to me. This is what it was at, so I'm leaving it there. You can change between imperial and metric units. What languages do we have? Oh, a whole ton, actually. So there's your language choices. And then in our submenus, we've got... Alright, so here's your motion blur. You can disable motion blur. I don't know if it actually started low or if I changed it to low. I might have changed it to low. Reflection updates. So I should be looking at my GPU here, too. It's pretty high at the moment. Also, I'm realizing one of my windows is kind of in the way of my resource readout, so let me fix that. I suppose we could try disabling that and see if that affects the GPU at all. Oh yeah, that definitely does. At least a little bit, it does. What does turning off high-res shadows look like? I'm toggling it to see how much of a difference it makes. If I can't really tell the difference that much... Oh yeah, you can. You can see that, like, those are thinner shadows, actually, than that. It actually changes, like, you can see, like, if you look at the bottom edge of the road, it adds a shadow to that, too. If I turn that off, what happens to my GPU? Absolutely nothing. I'll keep it on, though. Hey, dude, camper. You've got road reflections. I feel like those are going to be, like, almost negligible. It also has a negligible effect on my GPU, so I guess I won't worry about it. Vignette. Oh, holy crap. So there... Oh, wow. It feels like everything is affected by that, actually. Like, that's a pretty strong vignette. Oh, you can probably see it more at the corners, though. I don't know, vignette was a thing in Rhythm Storm too, but it felt like it was actually like a pretty significant part of the game's visibility. But yeah, in this it kind of like changes the road's contrast. It makes the road feel less flat, actually. But towards the middle, there's less of an effect than at the edges, so like I could see that as being annoying. It's really interesting though how it actually does like change the contrast profile. And it's not necessarily bad. I'm assuming turning that off doesn't really affect my graphics, my GPU at all. No, it doesn't. That's basically just an overlay. Okay, the outlines, though. I don't even notice them. Okay, I noticed them against... you notice them on, like, the top of some of the trucks and vans and stuff. Yeah, like, that one was very obvious. The one with the square... The ones with the, you know, the vents or whatever on the top. So I could take it or leave it, really. It might make things clearer. Bright outline. I'm curious what that does. Need to wait for one of those more obvious vehicles. I'm not really seeing the difference. Unless I have to turn that... Oh, no, that is a sub-feature of outlines. And then overscan... Actually... I think that just applies to the menus. That's fine. That's just to give you, some buffer room. If your screen has, you know, bleedy edges. Alright, so we'll leave it at that. Hopefully I won't have a problem running this. You know what this doesn't have? Oh wait, no, it might be in screen. Hang on, let's look at screen. So there's a VSync toggle, which I don't want to put on because it's going to add latency. But if I put that on, does it lower the GPU? Oh yeah, it totally does. So what would be great is if there was an independent frame limit option. Because that just reduced my GPU usage by like 20%. Honestly, I don't feel the latency that much here. I'll leave it on for performance's sake, and we'll see what happens. Let's look at controls. It's unfortunate that I always have to, like, hit the down direction, like, a gazillion times, because it always goes back to the top of the previous menu. I suppose, should I be taking notes? I should be taking notes to suggest... I suppose crashes are going to be pretty commonplace, but it is funny to see that happen without my intervention. Where is my text file? I gotta get my other window out of the way. Hang on. It is interesting to see that this actually does hit my GPU harder than other games by Radiangames, because like usually Radiangames stuff is like vector graphics, and it's, you know, it's like wireframes, and so there's less to render, and so like that's always been like a selling point for them, is they're pretty damn efficient. Whereas this one, you've got, I guess, quite a bit more to worry about in rendering, and that's why the GPU is actually hitting a higher percentage. Alright, so we've got speed and sensitivity as two different things. We've got vibration, you can control how heavy it is. It's not giving me a preview of the vibration. Either that or my controller isn't vibrating anymore and it's broken. You've got auto acceleration as an option. Retro gamepad steering. I feel like I need an explanation of what that means. So you can remap. I guess it says recommended there, so presumably that's like the defaults. Okay, you can see them here though. And you can reset to default or reset to alternate. Okay, so alternate puts accelerate and brake on the triggers. but the default is like a more classic kind of binding scheme. Is that the only thing it yeah, it's just swapping those. It's not even swapping reset vehicle or camera angle. It's only reset. It's only doing accelerate, brake, and turbo ability. No, I'm pretty sure that's not retro. That's the 2000s, because that's when the Wii came out and everyone had to have waggle controls. The 80s is when you did that and it doesn't do anything. The 2000s is actually you're supposed to do that now. I fucking hate it. So auto-accelerate, I assume, just means, like, you don't have to hold accelerate. I assume you can still brake to override it. Alright, let's go ahead. It would be nice if I could press up to go down to back, but actually that doesn't matter. I can just press B to go back. Alright, let's actually try this. So, what are we looking at? I guess we only have one vehicle available right now. I'm assuming that once we're able to select things, the text will be more readable, because right now that text is unreadable. You're putting dark red on basically black, semi-transparent black, so the contrast on that is excruciatingly low. But I assume that's, like, demo-related, and we only have one vehicle, and that's why. Let me check one thing in the options. We didn't have, like, a... We didn't have a light versus dark mode toggle, did we? Like we did in, Rhythm Storm? No, I don't think so. Also, the 4-notch resolution option in the, screen options is actually, like, basically preset resolution scale settings. So it's presumably just, like, integral scale, like, when you see, like, retro-inspired games that have 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, that kind of thing. Kind of operates like that, I imagine. Alright. Oh, I see. This is actually selecting different vehicles. Yeah, that should really be actually readable up there. Why is it dark like that? That seems very not a good idea. You want people to be able to read that. That's very weird. So we've got a takedown, we've got a race, we've got an escape, we've got a checkpoint, we've got a rush hour. And then you need 5 stars to... Yeah, so based on what ratings you get, like, you could do the bare minimum on each of these and still unlock the next tier. Alright, well, let's just do them in order and see what happens. Alright, there we are. Right. Oh man, your steering is pretty slow with this guy. Whoa, why is there a ramp? Alright, well, sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're blue. Use turbo. Drive fast, do objectives to gain turbo. Okay, and our turbo's at the bottom left. Oh no, well, someone else did that one. Oh, and I hit a cactus. I'm forgetting that I'm supposed to press up, not left. Well, reset. Vehicles with life bar take damage on reset. I don't see a life bar. Though I assume that's, like, mode-specific, maybe. I like how we're basically Tron, though, with the frickin' trails. Well, he got airtime. I will say, for some reason, you know, I'm gonna mess with the options. For some reason, I am finding this, like, very slightly... Oh, I can't mess with the options there. It's weird to me that camera height is a thing. Oh, wait, They restructured the options menus. They're out here now. I'm gonna try turning off vignette. And see if that helps. For some reason, something about this seems, like, very slightly nauseating, and I don't know why. Hey, Mike. Okay, actually... Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, so there's, like, 2 bars down there. I didn't realize the turbo was actually, like, its own background. So the very bottom bar is your speed. Alright, that's your camera angles. Oh, here's top down. Okay. So yeah, there's your... It might just be that angle that kind of gets to me. This angle is really, like, cool and cinematic, but, like, it might be harder to work with. Feels like you have less visibility, whereas, you know, top down, this is basically, you know, I can't believe it's not the Atari 2600. Actually, this reminds me of Freeway on the Atari 2600, which isn't you driving, you're a duck, and you're trying to cross an 8-lane highway. Also, I'm supposed to be doing takedowns, and I haven't done any. I need to actually be attacking dudes. So let's restart. It just, like, restarted me in place. Oh yeah, and you can also zoom in. So this is the thing I don't get, is if you can zoom in, zoom out with the right stick anyway. Oh, does it go to, like, a neutral? No, it has, like, some bounce back, but it has... There's a takedown. That one doesn't count? Oh, I took him down. That's not the one I'm supposed to do. There we go. Okay. Not directed. Well, I got him anyway. Alright. What would be really great is if I, like, make one swerve and then it takes down itself. But yeah, so I'm not entirely sure... was it not this menu? Camera height, this. Why does this exist if you have the right stick to adjust it in game anyway? Like, does it actually change the... It just zoomed in immediately anyway. I'm very confused. What does the camera height option do? I just changed it from 4 to 0 and it didn't change. Because it's supposed to get higher. I don't understand this setting. Also, pressing start also changes the setting, which is weird. Alright, I guess I'll write more stuff down. I will say I keep being tempted to use right trigger to accelerate. I wonder if I can demolish somebody by breaking in front of them. I don't think that would work very well. But yeah, top-down is probably the least motion sickness-inducing way to play this. I forgot I'm supposed to be destroying them. Oh, that would have been a prime candidate for, like, breaking in front of. Oh, you need to get out of the way so I can take these guys out. Okay, well, I guess I'll take this guy out then. Here we go. Oh, divider. Shit. I took down everybody except the guy I wanted to take down. Oh, why doesn't that count? That dude totally exploded, but it didn't count as a takedown. Come on. I forgot. Am I supposed to get 10? I think I failed. I can't read any of this text. Why would you make the text this color? Seriously. Anybody could look at this for 2 seconds and tell you this is not good UI design. Yeah, I need 10. Why did they make the text an unreadable color? You had one job, make the text readable. It was fine for the rest of the UI. Then once I started the game, I was like, you know what? We're gonna make the text a color that is too low contrast for anyone to read. Like, it feels like an obvious bug. And I wonder if it changes depending on whether you're playing as Enforcer or Demon. I'm curious if it'll change on other stages. Well, I don't know where I am, so I'm just gonna... Nudge vehicle. Okay. I'll have to try that later. So wait a minute, that's a... This is a demon? He's not red, but he's got the red trail. I barely nudged that guy. But okay. There you go. Okay. That's probably not good enough. Wasn't that guy, like, upside down, and yet it didn't count as a takedown yet? Let's rear-end that guy, and he's immediately taken down. Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna respawn. I mean, that guy's... half of his car was on fire. Only counted for one of them? Hello? Well, I took myself down. I can't get to these guys in time. But that's at least good enough for 1 star, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 is 15, so we got 2. The other thing that doesn't make sense is... Oh, okay. That's confusing, actually. Because there are 3 brightnesses of star. There's fully dark, when it's, like, not a 3-star rating. There's fully bright when you achieved that rating. And then there's in the middle, which almost looks transparent against the track right now, which is for a rating you didn't get. It's like, it's a filled-in star for a rating you didn't get. I feel like maybe they should just commit to using colors for this, you know, like... I mean, actually, no, because you don't want to just rely on color either. Because otherwise, like, you could still have the problem for colorblind people. But it's like they could do something other than what they're doing now to make it less ambiguous. Alright, so let's go back. So this is just a race. This is kind of what I was, like, defaulting to begin with. Actually, hang on. Let's look at the vehicle stats. So the top speed on on the Panther, which we used last time, was 154 miles per hour, and it was 7,800 pounds. This one, the top speed is 169, which is a higher top speed, but it's also, like, half the weight. So now we're supposed to just pass dudes, I think. Let's change our... Whoa, why did that change the direction I was going? That's weird. Why does it do that? Why is this one to the right, but the other 2 are to the left? Am I actually also one of them? Because, like, I seem to have the same color trail. I like how, like, half of the entire set of racers is, like, on the same screen, full of distance. I wonder if I can still take them out. Okay, yeah, the vibration's definitely working now, by the way. The thing is, you feel the vibration with turbo, also. And you feel like when you're on... I think you feel when you're on, like, dividers and stuff. Although I might just be confusing it with the turbo. Oh, you can just blow dudes up to gain places? Okay. I should have just been doing that the whole time, then. This is actually F-Zero. Oh, they might be harder to blow up, though. Like, they might be harder to blow up than the actual, like, destruction modes. Yeah, so I think it rumbles when you hit, like, you know, the divider cones and whatever. Alright, what is 5th good for? 5th is good for 1 star. I'm gonna try this with a different, I Can't change the view until I do this. Okay, so it does properly, like, change my controls immediately. Yeah, so, like, this is more exciting to look at, but it's also harder to determine, like, what lane you should be in. Alright, I have to try something. Yeah. It does immediately invert your direction. I was like, I'm gonna hold down and keep holding it as I switch camera. So it started by veering me left, and then suddenly I started going right. It's not like, you know, Resident Evil fixed camera tank controls where it keeps going the same way until you repress a button. Just past these guys, that would be great. Oh, that guy blew himself up on me, so that's cool. And he blew himself up entirely and then bounced into me after he blew up. Didn't even see who else I passed there, but okay. No, I fucked it up at the last minute. So that probably didn't improve at all. Yup, 5th place again. Alright, let's try another one. Next is Escape with the middle car, which is the Halcyon, 178 miles per hour, 3250 weight. So, kind of similar to the Thunder. And this one, we're supposed to be retreating from the Enforcers, right? Is this time limited, or is this until you get caught? Because it's, like, the rating is a distance. Oh, we have a life bar at the top of the screen now. That's what it is. Also, I just wasted a bunch of turbo. Now, we gotta remember, the Enforcers are not cops, they are vigilantes. Hey, that's one of my teammates. I wonder if he can, like, protect me. Or try to take them out. No, he's got places to be, dude. He doesn't care. He's like, they're not after my wallet, Jack. Oh, there you go. He helped. I didn't catch what that message said, actually. Oh, well, that was bad. Oh, frickin' truck. The trucks are more threatening than the actual vigilantes. Look at these trucks. They're frickin' swerving across 4 lanes. Really a Long Island truck driver. Now, Long Island truck drivers generally aren't that bad. It's the regular car drivers that do that shit. Oh, shit. Alright. Yep, warning. I am on fire. Interesting how there were warning lights on the side of the screen, and now there's not, but I'm clearly on fire. And he's also clearly on fire. Oh, hey, I guess there is, like, a finite distance. Okay, right, so it basically ends when you hit the 3-star distance. Imagine the first 3-star I get is for accidentally avoiding enough damage. We escape. Alright, next is Checkpoint, which is like a time attack kind of thing. Dunes Road, that has me wondering. Yeah, we got a frickin' monster truck over here or something. So lowest top speed we've seen, but also lowest weight we've seen, surprisingly. I swear, every time I have to remember to press the face buttons. It's like I actually should, like, reverse the controls to the alternate scheme. Oh god, the controls on this truck are very different than everything else. It skids all over the place. And it gets airtime, like, really easily. I was trying the nudge thing it was talking about before. Where you just kind of tap the accelerate button. Okay, wait, why does it zoom in when I engage turbo? That is the opposite of what it should do. When I am going faster, I want it to actually give me more view distance. That seems really backwards. Like, I want to end up, like, holding right stick down while I'm pressing turbo. Which is hard in basically any configuration because either turbo or accelerate is on a face button. Why am I going that way? I swear I pressed the opposite direction of where I turned there, so I just, like, swerved. That was close. Like, could you get out of the way? You're supposed to be on my team. You shouldn't want me to fail. Whoa, alright, I just jumped over that guy. I can't land. Help. I guess they did say it was like dunes, right? This is my own fault for using the top-down view. I barely made that one again. Yeah, so this is where this view might actually come in handy, but even then it's like, oh, I guess I should respawn, huh? Alright, sure, just telefrag that sucker. Even here it's like kind of ambiguous whether it's a turn or whether it's elevation. Sure, just crawl over that car, no problem. But yeah, it's a little more obvious. You gotta pay attention to, like, the color degradations. I'm gonna miss this. No, what? The line was right there, dude. What? So I didn't clear it at all. Oh, I see. So you have to clear it, and it's how much time you clear it with. I cleared it with, like, -0.1. I got fucking robbed, dude. But yeah, I guess it is more of a... It looked like a monster truck by the silhouette, but I guess it might be a dune buggy. Yeah. I still think the top-down is the best for, like, steering and knowing how to avoid the... Oh, come on, dude. He was... Oh, he actually did turn me over. He actually was helping. Yeah, I didn't actually reset. I hit the camera button, not the reset button. So that guy straight up saved me. But the other thing, too, is, like, you can't really turbo unless you're on the ground, I think. Oh, well. Could you get out of the way, please? No? Alright, good talk. To be fair, I wasn't supposed to be there anyway. So I just lost, like, 5 seconds. We're still fine. But if I failed this one, we know why I failed it. But yeah, like, when the track gets brighter, I think is, like, the low parts. Let's change this again. Well. Oh, I was looking at the wrong car for a second. Hey, he was helping. Look at that. I find it harder to, like, scan in advance in this mode, too. Like, I'm just, like, fixated on where the hell am I. Alright, we were actually in better shape there. I accidentally landed on the shoulder and that actually worked. Uh-oh. Cool, no sweat whatsoever. It's like we're playing unit racers. Could you not? Jeez, dude. Alright, no problem. That's it. We got 3 stars. Easy. What did I do wrong the first time? Oh yeah, I do need to... I mean, the funny thing is I already posted a video with a description about your game, so I could probably port that into a review. I know, the first time you called them just dead, I was like, what am I reading? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, rush hour. Oh boy. Time for chaos. Oh god, look at how fast things were going there. Is that just an effect that it all, like, fast forwards initially? Avoid traffic, unlimited turbo, but we have a life bar. Also, we're going left, except we're not. This view, for some reason, is always going right. I should honestly write that down. Like, on the one hand, I can get it, but, like, if you're gonna be inconsistent between races on the other two cameras, why not make the 3 cameras consistent within the one race? That seems kind of weird. Okay, it does give you a second when you unpause. I can appreciate that. That's a thing that even some shmups do. Oh, right, I was wondering what that sound was. It's every time I pass something, because that's actually the main goal. I must have played something on Atari or something that was basically this. Or at least, like, that was the way I played some games. I don't know what games I'm thinking of, though. Things that I guess if I ever wanted to play Atari 2600 stuff on stream, which is extremely unlikely, I would have to probably emulate, because I don't know how I would capture it. Because I'm pretty sure that was something that we used an RF switch for. I'm not sure why the music was, like, constantly muted there. Is it when I'm turboed? That seems kind of weird. Oh, that was almost terrible. But yeah, there's basically, especially since this is relatively flat, there's no reason to not be turboing all the time. And I think, like, it depends on where you are on the track as to whether you get, vibration. Like, I think it's actually trying to, like, emulate, you know, different surfaces. Like you would actually get when you're driving on a highway or something. Like, now there's no vibration whatsoever, but there was earlier. Okay, we reached the goal. That was well beyond 3 stars, apparently. I don't think there's a... Is there a time limit on that? I don't think there was a time limit on that. So, like, if you drove slow enough, you could hit the finish without passing the requisite number of cars. Your friends have called you camper for about 10 plus years. Okay, so we have new stuff unlocked. Do I want to try to improve the one... Let's try to improve the 1-star to a 2-star. I'll give this one more shot. Also, I will turn off the vibration, because it does get a little annoying after a while. Was that in here? No. Yes, it's right there. I can't read. I'll turn it down to 1 and see what that does. I will... Oh, I see. Retro gamepad steering does give you tank controls. So look at how it changes this. It changes it to left and right. They consider tank controls to be retro gamepad steering. They might as well call it tank controls, because that's what it is. What anyone who plays survival horror games or old Onimusha versus remastered Onimusha would call it. Although actually, I don't remember what Onimusha calls it, because I think they give you both options now in the remasters. Also, did you know Onimusha 2 got a remaster also? I didn't know that until, like, last week. Unfortunately, it's kind of irrelevant because Capcom are schmucks that put fucking DRM into everything they release. The first Onimusha remaster has Enigma Protector, the second one has De Nouveau, so I am not touching... I already played the first one, actually. And I guess didn't know any better or didn't think about it, but I'm not touching anything with DRM like that on principle. And I might have played... Well, no, right, I think I did try the remaster of the first one, but I played the other ones on PS2 a few years ago. I completely did not partake in any of, like, the routing of the second Onimusha. Because it has, like, relationships and shit, and I was just like, I don't know what items to give people, I'm just not gonna do it. So I just did whatever happens if you don't frickin' try to, you know, suck up to anybody. The vibration... Okay, so I was just, like, ranting about Onimusha and DRM, and accidentally got first place, when previously I got 5th place twice. How to make me be good at video games, make me mad about DRM, apparently. So this is interesting. We've got multiple of the same type, and so they're grouped. And also, this is by vehicle, I guess. And these are vehicles we did not see before. I just realized there's stuff on the... Okay, so the right side has how many stars you have total. And then I guess it's how much distance you've covered total. And how many events you've completed. In other words, how many events you've gotten any stars in. Alright, so Fury is another vehicle. That has the highest top speed we've seen, but it's also heavier than the other fast cars. And then Apex... Is that an 8? 180? So both of these have pretty high top speeds. This one's lighter and also has a lower top speed. Alright, more Rush Hour. Oh, yo, look at this frickin' color scheme. Let's appreciate this from the side a little bit. Jump replaces turbo. So it's a modifier. Small speed boost on landing. Oh, God. That's not jump, dude. That's a short-range flight. I'm on the rocks. Can I get off the rocks? No, we're respawning. I was wondering if it would flip me over. Oh yeah, there's the speed boost for sure. So you kind of just want to be jumping all the time. Actually, maybe not. Because jumping probably... Oh, no. Close enough? Nope. Everything's terrible. I blew up. I can't even see myself in that lane. So that's where top down... You really don't want to bonk into something right as you jump. Jumping is actually terrible. Alright, well. I don't understand why they don't have guardrails on the side that has a cliff on it. But yeah, if you bonk something right before you jump, kiss your ass goodbye. There might be a tiny bit of cooldown. Uh-oh. Nope, we're fine. Well, I landed on a car. Don't do that, apparently. You basically... Oh, no, I bonked right before that. Oh, right, nailed it. Great. You basically want to be going as straight as possible when you jump to reduce the chances of something terrible happening. Because you don't really have air control. What? Also, if you happen to jump right before an overpass, you're screwed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And if you jump before a swerve that you don't see coming beforehand, you're also screwed. Jumping seems really, really bad, actually. Like, on the one hand, you want to be jumping because you get the speed boost after it, but on the other hand, you really don't want to be jumping. Alright, how many did I pass? How many did I need to pass? We only got 2 out of 3. That's Turbo Boost from Knight Rider. Now let's go back. 2 out of 3 is enough for purposes of the demo for now. But yeah, this definitely seems like the kind of game that you just, you know, I feel like going fast, so let's just play a few rounds of this. Rally. We haven't done Rally yet. I forget what Rally is now. Race Modifier's Destroyer. That's also new. Does this mean I can blow stuff up easier? Destroy demons by... Oh, just you pass them and they blow up? Okay. That's Mega Race, dude. Mega Race is like when you pass a rival, they eventually blow up. But it's generally faster to shoot them. Also, am I still jumping or... No, we have regular turbo again. Okay. So we are actually supposed to just pass demons this time, apparently. Is that what... Oh, that is what Rally is. Right, so it's like Rush Hour, but targeted. That's what this mode is. And there are way fewer and further between this time. Well, there I go. Splush. I apparently passed 2 other demons. I don't know when that... Wait, oh, well, if they pass me, then I can just pass them again, and then that's it? Okay. Maybe that's actually how they get introduced. It's like, here's your new rival. They're ahead of you now. Now you need to get back ahead of them. That guy crashed into... That's what's happening, is they're crashing into something, and then they're just getting destroyed when I pass them. Like, I'm not even noticing them. No rubbernecking involved. Just... They just die. Uh-oh. Don't fall off. This time I have no idea where the next one is. There he is, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just kind of want to keep myself towards the center of the track because I don't think there's rails on either side. Alright, that works. Yeah, just make them go around me and then they die. Just bonk them enough to swerve. This color scheme is getting a little confusing to me, actually. I think that one blew up before I passed it. I'm a little confused. Two of them. There's one. Need more turbo. Stop zooming in when I use turbo, damn it. There you go. Just passed 2 more right there. Can I pass this guy? Not if I do that. Shit. Oh, I would have passed another one. How much is that good for? That's only good for 1 star. Damn. Let's see if we can do better than 1 star at least. Let's go back to top down. It might be... The contrast might make it easier. Yeah, because, like, some of these cars are, like, actually, like, kind of dark. I wonder if there's always going to be the Destroyer modifier. Wait, why is there red out? Like, what is there a red outline for if I don't have a life bar? I thought the red outline was like when I was taking damage or something. Oh, jeez, there's way too many of you, dude. There's still way too many of you. Alright, just climb over that guy, sure. I'm not even in the dune buggy this time. Well, I got close to 10 pretty quickly, but now getting the 10th one is, eluding me. I see, you have to wait a while for the turbo to start charging faster again. That didn't count, right? I must have advanced past the other one. There's one. There we go. I forget if 15 was enough for 2. I think maybe you have to go for top speed for long enough before turbo really starts recharging. I'm surprised I got that one. Oh, come on. I was right there, dude. I got 20? I didn't know I got 20, and that was enough for 3. Okay. Alright, escape. So this is running from the enforcers again. Now this is the one where, yeah, I have a life bar. Was there even a modifier for this one? They seem quite a bit more aggressive this time to me. Holy shit, well... Yeah, that's just an HP penalty right there. Dude, what? That wasn't even an enforcer. The non-vigilantes continue to actually be the true threats. Okay, there was at least actually a guardrail that time. Okay, I don't know what they were doing, but cool, have a ball. Not me. Uh-oh. I landed right side up, but then I sailed off into the ocean. Uh-oh. Am I gonna land right side up? I am, and I don't know which way I'm going. Okay, they're just gonna blow up. Cool. I think I might need to reset because I'm, like, stuck on them. Yeah, I can't move. I was gonna see if I could salvage that one. Because anytime you reset, you have to, like, it's a damage penalty. No, shit. Now I'm... Oh, I accidentally changed the camera. Let's not do that. I still escaped, even with, like, the one big mistake right at the beginning. Honestly, so far, this mode has been the most forgiving. Alright, Apex. Oh, our first slalom. Alright, let's check that out. Now, that says the same thing as this in terms of highway. I did notice that this seemed to have, like, you could fall off of either side, I think? Whereas I kind of thought the first one was, like, a wall on one side? I could be wrong. Like, I'm not sure how different the tracks are, because the fact that there were 3 tracks with the same aesthetic has me kind of thinking, like, what was the difference? But, of course, there is, like, in the case of the one that we had the dune buggy on, there was the hills, so... Yeah, probably. Like, my health was really low. I was wondering if I was even going to be safe with that one last reset. 3-second penalty per gate miss, 5 gate misses, fails race. Okay. Oh, well, I missed one already. Cool. Is it always going to be alternating? Because I can kind of count on that then. mean, heck, I can just kind of drive in a straight line if it keeps waving that way. Whoops. They're starting to get a little further apart, maybe? I wonder if these kind of tracks are going to get more dastardly eventually and, like, have, like, dividers and stuff that make it, like, you have to be really specific about when to cross. Alright, how did I do? Because I got the one penalty at the beginning. Nope, still good enough. Very barely good enough. But still good enough. For 3 stars. Alright, checkpoint. This is our arcade time attack kind of thing. I still don't get why it zooms in on turboing. That seems backwards to me. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, crap. Get out of the way, dude. Oh, I can take damage in this mode. Why can I take damage in this mode? I didn't think that was a thing. Okay, well, I survived. Not quite good enough for first play, or for 3 stars, but good enough for now. And then race. So this is where we actually have position indicators. Oh, there's 24 vehicles. I think last time there was 20. Alright, so last time I won a race by accident while talking about DRM, so you want to talk about, like, games that are cool? Hollow Knight Silksong, released on GOG in addition to Steam, which means it has no DRM whatsoever. Seems to be doing pretty good for itself. Kind of feel like that should squash any invalid argument a shitty publisher ever has about, oh, we need DRM to prevent piracy. Like, how about you just be cool and stop shoving Denuvo into video games and making it harder for people to play the games that they rightfully own, that they rightfully purchased? Well, oh, can we do it? It would have been faster to respawn. That was only checkpoint 2, and I was like in like 4th place or something at some point. And now I'm 11th. Oh boy. And it all went to hell when I stopped talking about DRM. Apparently, also, IGN did a really shit article about, like, how indie developers are, like, having an existential crisis because Silksong only costs $20. Like, that's too cheap for indie games. Like, and I'm like, what indie games are you looking at? Like, I just played an indie game last week that cost $7. And, like, $7 is about what it should cost given, you know, its playtime and whatnot. Like, I don't buy any games over $20. I don't know what the hell they're smoking, but, you know, that's IGN trying to be relevant and failing spectacularly at it, which is just kind of like a day ending in Y. See, I just ranted about IGN and now I'm 4th place again. Oh, and then I fucked up. Oh, could you guys get out of the way, please? Actually, that one was interesting, because that had a trail, but it was silver? Like, I thought all of the faction cars were always colored, but maybe not necessarily. Alright, well, still 4th. Alright, so what was 4th place good for? 1 star. Let's try to do better. Yeah. And I mean, like, I seem to remember him having okay takes in the past, but not lately, apparently. That was a heck of a little maneuver through a couple of things that I managed to do. Uh-oh. Well. What a mess. It's been a couple months since the Stop Killing Games thing was really picking up traction. And, I mean, like, it might have actually had a Streisand effect by getting the negative press that then everybody corrected and was like, actually, this guy's a complete nincompoop and is spreading misinformation, and actually this movement is good. Yeah. Go figure. Oh no. I don't know, I feel like so far race is actually the hardest mode. There's so much crap that can get in the way, like that, for instance. I didn't even finish the sentence. Come on, really? Okay, that was my own fault. Oh, and so was that. I keep trying to avoid things and blatantly failing. Guys needs to stay behind me, dude. What the fuck? They have more turbo than I do. Okay, we did it. Yeah, the thing about race is, I don't know if there's, like, actual rubber banding in race or not. But, your adversary's boosts are pretty powerful. And so, things can go pear-shaped very quickly. Oh god, am I a truck now? We're an entire planet now, apparently. Max speed 92 miles per hour. Weight 28 tons. Wait, no. Half of that, right? Is that an 8 or a 6? Yeah, so 14 tons? Am I getting my tons right? Yeah, so this vehicle costs, weighs like 10 times as much as some of the other vehicles I played as. That'll be fun. I need to take a break, and then we'll deal with that when I get back, and we'll see what crashing into things feels like with this guy. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, I just refreshed my memory a little bit. So the Stop Killing Games thing was about, like, I guess you could call it planned obsolescence of video games, or maybe unplanned in some cases, but, I mean, it would impact a lot of, like, MMOs, live service games, stuff like that, where the servers shut down and then you have no way of playing it. I can even think of, I mean, like, there would be cases like, you know, Ubisoft and other shitty devs and publishers like that, like, love their always online DRM even for single-player games. That could potentially screw you over. I can think of a game that was on Steam that was pulled off, which is Riff Racer. Riff Racer was a super awesome game. You want to talk about racing games with, like, a strong musical component. Riff Racer was basically like Audio Surf, but, like, more pure, you're just, like, racing through a track. That was super cool. I probably streamed that a few times. It got pulled off of Steam, just completely. It's like, why not still let people play it, even if you don't plan to update it anymore? That seems kind of crap of you. It's like, people paid for your game. Why are you removing it? So, you know, I've been hit with it just for Steam games that got pulled off. Of course, I guess my particular shtick, more often than stop pulling games, is stop pulling demos. But yeah, so no, I'm very much, and you know, like, I still have a bunch of my old consoles. Certainly, you know, preservation of old video games is kind of important to me too, so I'm certainly all for it from that angle. I think archival and preservation is super useful and important, and like, there's just gonna be tons of people that like have nostalgia for your game. Why do you want to step on people's nostalgia for your own creation? Why do that? Why be like that? Don't be like that. Anyway, what are we up to here? Right, trucks. Trucks running over things, which will hopefully be, extremely fun. Rocky Road, huh? And then Turnpike. Is it Toad's Turnpike, though? Rocky Road with a truck. That sounds like problems, but let's see. I see we've got... Oh, I was gonna say yellow background, but I guess it's supposed to be, like, yellow-greenish. Hey, is that a bite? Yeah, it's like, I wanted to be intrigued by The Division, but that was also a case of, like, always online, if I recall correctly. I don't know, I seem to remember there being something about it that I was just like, nope, not gonna do that. But also, I know The Division had, like, some online PvP component. I don't know how optional it was, but I had no interest in that anyway. Alright. Did that just say Armed Enforcers? That sounds bad. Yeah, so our acceleration is, as you might guess, extremely slow now. Yeah, we just bonk people out of our way, though, so that's pretty cool. Case in point. That guy just bonked himself out of the way. Oh, yeah. That guy is shooting. What is this? Extreme G? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Thank you. What? He just bounced right back onto the road. These are apparently hills. What am I supposed to do about these people if they can just shoot me and I'm the world's biggest target right now? Alright, are you dead? Hopefully you're dead. I'm not sure they can all shoot. I think it's like a specific type that can shoot. Maybe it's the little cars in particular? Maybe it's only some of them? I don't know if there's like an obvious tell other than when they start shooting at you. And look at this guy just shooting bystanders. What a jerk. I mean, sure, shoot at those guys, just don't shoot me. Now you're shooting me, I don't like it. Alright, now you're dead. Get fucked. It does kind of seem like a lot of them can shoot now. I don't know how long this course is, maximum. Alright, sure, just crash into me and die, that's fine. Alright, I turned over and then turned back right side up. It does seem like the shots just do chip damage, so I'm probably not too worried about it. And they keep managing to crash into things anyway. Wow, how did you weave into there? Pretty good. Jeez, you think there's enough of them now? It seems like more of them are shooting now. heard a honk. I didn't do that. I would like to know how to honk. I don't think that was in the control settings. Alright, well, we hit danger territory, but then we escaped like 2 seconds later. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that was like a lower distance requirement than the previous ones, I think, to kind of balance out that we were using a heavier vehicle. Alright, oh, scratches. This is going to be terrifying, especially if they're allowed to shoot me again. But yeah, I basically haven't bought a Ubisoft game in like a decade and a half, because they've been shitty for at least a decade and a half. It helps that, like, most of their series are things that aren't, like, super compelling to me anyway. Alright, so Scratches as a truck is terrifying because I am a big target. Avoid collisions, driving to finish line, take as much time as you want. Does it show... Yes, that's already... Oh, well, it's just a number. Okay. Somehow just, like, side-swiping things doesn't count, though. It only counts, like, big dents, I guess. I counted those. Alright, let's restart. Yeah, if you blow up the entire truck, there's no scratches, right? The thing is, like, I can't control when other things crash into me. I'm just gonna, like, not accelerate when things are about to sideswipe me, just in case. And I guess I should basically never use turbo. They said take as much time as you want. I'm wondering if there's eventually gonna be areas with, like... Oh, well, how does that count as 3 and then 6, dude? I hit them once. I'm wondering if there's eventually gonna be areas... Yeah, so he rear-ended me and it didn't count. Oh, well, shit. I mean, if it would help if those guys didn't stop in the middle of nowhere. That apparently counted. It really seems like it mostly counts if I accelerate into things. Oh, I don't know if crashing into things on dividers counts. So I think I kind of did that there and it didn't go up. But yeah, I'm wondering if eventually there will be two-way highways. Because, right, like, so far everything's been going in the same direction. God damn it, dude. I gotta remember I technically have a brake button. Okay, you want to crash into things? Go ahead. I don't. That didn't count, I think? Okay. How bad is 18? 18 is fine. 30 was the bare minimum for 3 stars. Before they turned all their games into AC... Wait, AC meaning Assassin's Creed? Because isn't that also Ubisoft to begin with? Am I remembering right? So I feel like that's one of the series I was thinking of when I talked about series that I have no interest in. But yeah, I was never really interested in Far Cry or Crysis really either. Somehow I ended up with the second Crysis game. It must have been in a bundle or something. All their games are kind of monster hybrids of each other. Well, if they're more like Assassin's Creed, that means I'm not interested in any of them. Alright, checkpoint as a truck. We're allowed to cut it close. If we're 4 seconds away from running out of time, then we still get 3 stars. There are way too many cars and trucks on the road right now. Uh-oh. Do I have unlimited turbo here? I seem to have unlimited turbo here. I don't know if that was listed as a modifier or if that's a thing for this mode. I don't remember that being a thing for this mode. I thought that was a different mode that had that. I thought that was Rush Hour that had that or something. But yeah, if I should just be holding turbo at all times, I guess that's what I'll do. Alright, could you get out of the way, please? Thank you. Alright, so we're still... At that pace, we're on pace for 3 stars. It's a little surprising to me that they went for stars rather than gold, silver, bronze. Because then you would have color to distinguish and you could just give them different emblems or something. You could even put like a number of stars on the emblems. That would still be, you know, potentially easier to distinguish than the problem I mentioned with like the ambiguity of the gray stars before. It is really interesting, though, that this even, like, covers trucks. You can drive the trucks, too. Alright, can you get out of the way, please? Thank you. Also, in case you haven't noticed, it's impossible to go straight. Hi, could you get out from in front of me? Yeah, like, do what that guy did. Alright, we didn't even get the 10-second countdown. That's how good we did. It was apparently right about to count down. We were 10.0. Wait, so Far Cry 1 was also made by Crytek. Interesting. I didn't know how the lineage of those worked. I don't remember. Alright, now we're a van. I feel like we could, like, reskin this van into, like, the Banjo-Kazooie van from... Is that from Banjo-Tooie, I think, that has that? Alright, so better top speed. We're still heavy, but we're not that heavy. We're only, like, twice or 3 times as heavy as the other vehicles we've played as. Now, this is the first pursuit we've had. So now we're the enforcers. Yep, now we're the blue car for the first time. Fire weapon. Auto reloads when ammo depleted. Wait, so what do I press? Is that what turbo does now? I don't know, my turbo button isn't doing anything. Or is it? I just can't see it doing anything. Oh, it's laying shit behind me, isn't it? Yep, that's what it's doing. Okay. I was expecting it to, you know, fire something in front of me. How did that not count? There we go. I should get him, too. So apparently this is weird because, like, my expectation based on that earlier level where the enforcers had guns was I would have a gun, but no, I have, like, mines or something. Does this auto-fire? No, you have to tap it every time. I just tried holding it there and it only did it once. I might have gotten somebody anyway, though. Are they all behind me? I just realized there's a bar on the left. I don't know where I am relative to that, though. Is the white bar where I am? The white bar might be where I am. Kind of weird to call it pursuit when they're behind me. Yeah, there they are. I'm just gonna lay a bunch of them, and hopefully the other ones run into it. That should take care of that guy. No, maybe not. I'm gonna fail this because I never saw the dudes. Oh, I get that one. I didn't get him before time was up. I just heard the sound now. That was good for 2 stars, apparently. I want to play this again only because I want to know where the other dudes were. Did I pass them, or were they behind me to begin with? I passed them. And then I left them in the dust, apparently, and they were just like, well, okay, if he's not interested, we'll just let him go. So the idea is to pass all of them and then poop on them. What? Okay. I'm not sure how that worked. No. Please? Alright, fine, we're doing this then. Okay, that guy fell over, though. So, like, I don't know where he is now. Can I go backwards? No, I literally have to wait for them. That's not a great experience. Oh, well, I might have gotten that guy. Let's just try to be safe. Nope, there he is. Please die, thank you. It's like I seriously have to just sit there waiting for them, and then you might run out of time if you have to wait too long for them to catch the heck up. I suspect that if they, like, overturn, then it's, Is that one of them? That looks like it would be one of them, but I'm not seeing the trails. No, there's the trails. Oh, shit. I was trying to, like, move the other way. Alright, no, we're just gonna do that. Are you still not technically... Yeah, that guy's just sitting there. So I have to fucking wait for him. Like, eventually he resets. But, like, that's not a good game mode if you have to sit and wait for them to reset if you miss them, because you can't... Well, I guess I could turn around and go backwards to finish the job. Please blow up, thank you. It's like I have to wait for the... Yeah, so see, now I've gotten a lower score because I've been waiting for them to fucking catch up to me. Crytek made the first Far Cry, then seemingly gave the series to Ubisoft so they could work on... So that Crytek could work on Crysis. Weird. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is I always expected, like, well, because I know, don't some of those games kind of have stealth elements to them, and I don't play games with stealth elements because I always expect them to be bullshit. Stealth elements just feel bad to me because I feel like I'm basically playtesting the game of, like, okay, well, what counts as being detected and what doesn't? Well, that was a good start. Oh, well, that's a better start. Happened to him, too. The problem is I can't turbo. Like, I have to use the mines. Yeah, so where are you? I can't really turn around. Oh, wait, well... Yeah, no, I can't really turn around. Turning around is kind of forbidden in this game. I don't know if tank controls would make it more possible. But yeah, this mode just seems impossible because, like, cars will just sit behind you for, like, 5 minutes. Thank you. I was like, I saw him explode. Where's the takedown confirmation? So yeah, this mode seems not well implemented. Like, when it happens to work out, it's great, but if it doesn't work out, then it's awful. And, like, chances are 1 out of 12 will not work out. Like, there's one behind me right now that I'm just gonna have to wait for. But let's try to get these ones that I'm on top of right now. Alright, now I just need to wait for the other one. Let me get somewhere that I'm not at a divider. Unfortunately, there's another divider. We're gonna run out of time waiting for this dude to catch up. Or he's gonna trip over them and blow up, but after time gets called. No, it gave me credit. Okay. I guess you can win after the buzzer? Because I don't think I heard the confirm until afterwards. Alright, I'll take it. Still feels bad. I'm gonna write that down. Camper used to love FC2. Oh, there was an editor to make multiplayer maps. Spent so much time making maps that the UI became burned into your TV. Far 1 is supposed to be stealth focused, but a bug in the current patch makes it so enemies can see you from infinite distance and through walls and vegetation. So it's unplayable, is what you're telling me. That seems good. Alright, what are we playing as here? Is this the same thing as last time? Yeah, we're just SWAT 2. So, like, I was curious if this was going to change the color scheme up there, but no, it's still black on, or red on black, which is impossible to read. But I mean, on top of that, the vehicles are also, like, basically invisible in that HUD up there. I don't understand the decision to make the HUD dark like that. Like, look at the rest of the HUD across the entire rest of the screen and the other screens in the game. And then look at the top of this, and, like, it seems pretty blatantly wrong. I almost wonder if it's, like, tuned to my OS's color scheme, and that's why, and, like, so it's gone unnoticed to anybody who's not in dark mode, but I would be very surprised if it's paying attention to my OS color scheme. But maybe that's something I should test afterwards. So yeah, we're still... Oh wait, no, this is not the... This is not the... Wait, no, so we were the truck up there and now we're this. Yeah, so this is the same. Okay. Rush Hour. Did you see that truck just, like, nail the divider in fast motion? Look at this huge pileup that I just spawned into. Yeah, that seems good. I had been silently wondering, hey, I wonder if the randomness in spawning in these things is going to be a problem, and it was kind of a problem there. But also, look at how many vehicles I can pass. Holy shit. Alright, well, you know, you were in the fucking shoulder, so... Imagine being stopped in the shoulder. Almost like that's what it's for. I should probably respawn there. Do I get credit for passing the overturned lamppost? I am totally going to blow up before I reach the end of the track, but it might not matter if I pass enough vehicles. I don't know if it, like, nullifies... Ow. You know what I haven't actually thought about, but maybe it's worth thinking about, is, like, there is a little bit of screen shake on collisions. It actually kind of seems natural. Oh man, I'm halfway and I'm almost destroyed. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, so does that invalidate everything? Wrecked. Yeah, that invalidates everything. Okay. We have to pass 600. Like, you're gonna pass 600, like, automatically. Yo, did you see the frame drops there? Holy crap. Alright, that time it actually spawned me into, like, a reasonable gap. Also, apparently knocking over lampposts barely does any damage. So, like, being in the shoulder is generally, like, way safer. Except when that happens. And you're not gonna have much warning for that happening. Alright, that was my own fault. I'm gonna claim that wasn't my fault, but it kind of was, because I shouldn't be driving in the shoulder, technically, but, like, how else am I gonna pass shit in this track? I like how they'll pass me again, and then I can get credit for passing the same cars twice, apparently. Like, it doesn't track who you've passed before, it just tracks, did you pass something? Yup. Is it the same thing you already passed? Don't care. Alright, well, we're halfway to destroyed, but we're also halfway. Yeah, so, like, we're already at 2 stars out of 3. So, like, oh, well, could you make... Why am I... I was just, like, constantly spinning there. That was pretty good. Wait, did the number actually go down? Wasn't I above 500 before? Does the number actually go down? Oh, it does go down. All right, so you can't. You're not getting double credit. All right, never mind. I stand corrected. But like at this point, I should just try to like coexist. Good luck. Good luck coexisting. I can't coexist. These guys are like basically not even moving. There's the finish line. The good news is there's more lanes now. And these ones are kind of sparsely populated, so I could just coast to the finish. Alright, so yeah, that was way above 3 stars. Alright. Takedown. Is this... Wait, is this the Enforcer one? No, that was Pursuit. No, this is also Enforcer. Also, what the heck is over here? Oh, I see. There's a... We're nearing the end of the demo, and then there's like a promo banner at the end. I was wondering what all the text on the right was. Wreck as many demons as you can. Alright, yeah, so this is specifically wreck them. This was like the first track of the game that we had, I think. Invulnerable plus turbo for final 15 seconds. Okay. We're already invulnerable, though. Like, we don't have a life meter. I don't know what the point of that is. It might mean automatic turbo, though. Oh, I actually... Wait. Oh, I have weapons in this. Okay. Did not realize I was working with weapons again. Does it show you your modifiers if you pause? No, it doesn't. And again, there's that red text for some reason, which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm not even the red vehicle now, I'm the blue vehicle. If it's gonna be unconditional, just make it white text like the rest of the text in the game. Why make it hard to read for no reason? Alright, does it show the requirements if I pause? No, it doesn't. I think it only shows that at the beginning of the race. It would be kind of neat to, like, show that in the pause menu. But see, like, this time it doesn't matter if you take it down with the mines or not, because, like, you still have chances to take more down. There's not a finite number of them. That's the problem with Pursuit, is, like, there is exactly that many. And if they end up behind you, have fun waiting for the next 5 minutes, which you don't have, because there's a time limit, too. Okay, now we're in the last 15 seconds. Did that not get that guy? I was just spamming mines the entire time. I don't even know what I blew up half the time. So the 3-star requirement was 30. We got 56. Yeah, that was a little bit easier than the pursuit with the finite number of enemies thing. Alright. Final column in the demo. So now we're dragging. Have we been dragging before? This is the truck. I don't know if we've been dragging before. This is a race, okay. Different aesthetic again. I wish you could switch camera, like, in the menu. Yeah, this is like Red Canyon. For real. Oversized modifier. More mass and acceleration, though. So this is our actual truck, not as opposed to the dune buggy before. Seems like this track might have a bit of incline to it. Why am I still 19th, dude? Yeah, let's switch back to here so I can see what I'm doing. I feel like a lot comes down to luck in this game, though. Because, like, you don't know what you'll run into, you don't know what the other guys will run into. You don't know when they'll rubber band back on you if you're in first. Shouldn't be on this side, it's too crowded. Like, look at how much it zooms in when I'm turboing. Why would you want that? It's like, yeah, now that I'm going faster, I want to be able to see less of what's in front of me. Actually, oh no, I think it only zoomed out there because I ran out of turbo. Okay. Nobody even got a chance to rubber band on me until the very end, it looked like. Accidentally did fine on that. Alright, another pursuit. Now we're a fast car, too, so this is gonna be worse. Unless we can shoot. Let's find out. We can shoot. Alright, it's on. Now this is Extreme G. Yeah, he's fucking dead. It doesn't even matter if I blow other stuff up. Hey, we have a sidekick? It's another blue card. It doesn't... So in this case, actually, we want to go fast because, like... We can't turbo, although I guess I couldn't turbo in the other pursuit either. Thank you. What? How? Okay. I didn't think I hit him. He was off screen when he blew up. Shouldn't you be blown up by now? Wasn't that a red one? Alright, there we go. Got that guy. I'm not ahead of anybody. Whoops. Get out of the way. Solution to cars being in the way. Shoot them. I did just pass somebody. I don't know where there you are. Got him. This is like as close as the game will get to one of Radiangames' shmups. Whoops, hit the wrong guy. Like, I wonder if this is even a sound effect that you would hear in, did I pass a dude again? I did pass a dude again. He just bonked into me and died. Alright, cool. In this one, I'm actually going to have the opposite problem. Like, I'm going to run out of time. Because I haven't caught up to all of them. Oh, well. That might hit him. Nah, those other ones hit other dudes. 12 out of 16 is probably good for 2. It wasn't actually red, it was just burning at the edges. Dude, blow up. He's behind me. God damn it. So I did still get screwed by one getting behind me. Oh, that's not good enough for 2. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can actually go faster this time. Like, this actually starts out feeling more like a race. I think you have limited shoot distance. What did I just hit? Problem is sometimes the overpass blocks your view. Get out of here, truck. I'm just gonna shoot everything until eventually I shoot the right thing. It'd actually be going worse than last time. Like I said, keep shooting until the right one gets hit. There were like 3 others in the way. What? Sometimes I just like run into rubble or something, I don't know. I miss. Thank you. Yeah, I took my eye off of the road for 1 second to check my loaded ammo. And I bonked into the exploded vehicle. Whoa, hello. One of those got the dude. Alright. I reckon we're still not gonna get 16. Oh, that almost got the right dude. I actually slow down when I'm shooting. Wait, is one of them behind me? God, there's so much noise on the screen when I shoot things. Fortunately, you're not really expected to be... I'm gonna do worse than last time. Fortunately, you're not expected to be shooting things too often. Okay, yeah, shooting does reduce your speed by like 10 miles per hour each shot. Your punishment for shooting too much is you slow down, basically. Now that I realize that, I should actually, like, lay off the trigger. Okay, nope. Lay off the trigger unless being on the trigger would actually be faster than crashing into a dumbass who won't go fast enough. Because losing 10 miles an hour is better than losing 50. Okay, that works. Wait, there's still one behind me, though. Alright, that works. There was another one down here. Was that guy actually driving the other direction, or was he just going 0 miles per hour? He hit me awfully fast. Oh, you need to be out of the way. one of my dudes is trying to help and he's not helping. There we go. Alright, you're really not helping, so you're dead too. Friendly fire, I don't care. Alright, apparently that dude blew up. I'm pretty sure I didn't do it. Alright, now we have to gain some serious ground here. It's funny how, like, I was introing the stream with, Shibayon Records remixes, and I picked the wrong ones because this song reminds me of another Shibayon Records remix. Oh, there's a dude back there, and he's, like, stuck on 3 different cars. It's not worth waiting for him. This is the problem with Pursuit, though, is, like, if a dude gets stuck... Oh, wait, there's another dude here. Oh, the other dude gained on me. Alright, see, that worked. Oh, I was on a divider. How did that not hit you? There we go. Alright, it's way too crowded here. I swear I pressed the trigger once and it didn't actually shoot. I think I saw some of the motion blur there. Like, stuff looked really weird at the edge of the screen. We'll hit you eventually. Still wasn't gonna be enough. I needed 14, right? Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna move on. Pursuit continues to be the usually most impossible mode. Oh, I didn't pay attention to what I am here. Maverick. Have we been Maverick before? Hang on. So that's on the fast side, but also on the heavier side. And this is Rush Hour. We need 400. I also need the text to be white so I actually read it before I start. But that's the whole problem. Turbo Tag. Hit other demons to take over vehicle. Gain turbo by taking over What? Oh, wow. That's wild. So I have to purposely bonk into... Yeah. Bonk into friendlies. And you get more turbo. And it doesn't recharge otherwise, so you would have to wait for dudes to catch up to you if you run out. That seems like a big problem. Yeah, because what's gonna happen? They're gonna gain on you instantly. Like, once you run out of turbo, you're basically fucked. It turns out you go from turbo to turbo fucked. Yeah, like, I need to gain on this guy now. Good luck. Oh, and the frickin' dividers keep foiling my plans. Alright, what about this one? There's 2 of them right here. Come on. I don't know why the sides of the screen turned red there for a second. Like, when I tagged up. No! Shit. Alright, we're fine. I'm out of turbo, though. Oh, just when I almost caught up to that guy, please. Oh, come on, stop dodging me. Thank you. Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't count if he blew up, huh? Guys, I need you to not blow up. And also not do that. Alright, well. That almost worked. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it always shows the red things on the sides. More often than not when I tag up. And I don't know if it's because they hit something else recently, or what. Because that normally only shows up when you, like, hit something really hard. I mean, I guess I'm hitting them hard enough to cause it, maybe? I wasn't paying attention to the number of things I passed. Apparently I passed enough for 3 stars. Okay. Just barely, which is pretty good considering I started, I had a really bad start. Alright, next is Takedown, which is just, like, there's not a finite number of not a finite number of targets, which is, like, immediately easier. Oh, wait, what? I keep forgetting to look at what car I am now. Maximus. 209 miles. That's the highest top speed we've had yet, I think. I mean, the thing is, it's luck dependent based on placement of your friendlies. Yeah, I just passed all those guys. Oh, one of them's coming back, actually. You're already on fire. I don't think that counted. Damn, yeah, this thing slides all over the place, but it's like very short slides compared to like the truck and whatnot. This feels like a toy car or something. Or maybe one of those like ridiculously lightweight cars in Blast Corps. Oh, missed that one. Hit that one instead. Bonk. I think the one in front of that got punished more than he did. I don't know what I got credit for there. Oh, didn't quite get that one. He might eventually blow up. Or I could just make him crash into me. Yep, that works. Here's the problem. Sometimes the takedown text actually makes it hard for me to see what I'm looking for. If I could customize that, that would be great. Like, make it more, transparent or something. Like, make it actually, like, you know, bright red outline text or something instead, maybe. What's odd is I don't remember it being in my way nearly as much in previous races. That's not going to count. I could have had like 2 or 3 others. That's still way more than enough though, so we'll take it. Goliath. That's actually a monster truck. Yeah, that's the second heaviest thing we've driven, I think. So what does it say on the right here? The full version has tons of events, dozens of series, 500 plus races. So I guess the series is each column. Mode, vehicle, and highway-centric series. A variety of vehicles, 70 plus unique cars and trucks. I'm wondering how much that really, like, meaningfully pans out to, though, because, like, eventually they're gonna start feeling similar, right? Unlockable upgrades and tuning. That part I'm curious about, because we don't get any sense of that in the demo. And high-speed mayhem, endless traffic on 30 plus highways, more music and race modifiers. Alright, Rampage, Crimson Express. So this we're just supposed to blow up everything, I think? Race modifier oversized. It wasn't enough that I'm a monster truck. I'm an oversized monster truck. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. This is kind of what I was expecting with the big truck, actually. The freight truck. Rear-end everything. This is what I imagine everybody who buys an SUV or a pickup truck who doesn't live in any off-road area imagines themselves doing. And I say that as a person who has multiple neighbors that have pickup trucks in a ridiculously suburban neighborhood. Because my neighbors have problems. And they refuse to go to therapy. Oh, hello, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, if I could get to that side, that would be great. I keep missing all the big pile-ups, which are the most interesting part. Oh, well, there's a big pile-up. The problem is I can't move. I should have respawned earlier. I don't know what the requirement is. Yeah, you're not going to take out trucks. That's the only thing. What was the requirement? 80? Alright, yeah, I kind of did better than that. Okay. So we have 61 stars. We're missing, like, 5? I don't know if we get anything for getting all of the stars, but I guess we can try to do that. The problem is that requires me doing better on the pursuit tracks. Although, actually, I eventually did do better on the pursuit tracks. It's just this one that I need to, There were only 2, though, right? I think there was only 2, because that was the other one, and I think that was the first one in the demo. Yeah. Let's start over here. Yeah, I can see this as a pretty good game to kill time with. I forgot I switched camera there. Yes, this is more of like a rear angle. So you can zoom in a little bit, but I still don't really get the, like, the camera controls seem a little underwhelming. I'm forgetting what mode I'm in. Let me restart. The only thing I have to do here is, like, not run out of time, right? So... Still wish it wouldn't zoom me in. And turboing. Whoa, that was interesting. I mean, I feel like the intent of zooming you in when you turbo is to try to make it look even faster than it is, but it has the opposite effect of what I would want. Like, just, even if it's just an option to not zoom the camera at all on turbo, I would appreciate that. I do feel like there's quite a bit of screen shake here. When I'm just trying to, like, go fast. It's kind of weird. Why is there this much wobble? Maybe that is part of the problem. I don't think I can do anything about that, though. So, like, something to reduce the screen shift. What is tilt shift? I don't know what tilt shift actually means. I can try turning that off. Nah, it's still wobbling. I don't know what that actually does. It's weird how the whole, like, color of the roadway changes on that second view. Like, look at how much lighter it is, which makes it lower contrast, which makes it harder to see things. Much easier to see here. I do wonder if the roadways are actually static or if they're, like, procedurally generated with, like, a different function for each level. Because there's a finite number of levels. Like, there are levels that we have seen multiple times. Time Opie. I don't like driving in real life, but that's mostly because of other drivers. Okay, so we got that. What is this one? This was Rush Hour. We should definitely be able to do this. Wait, I need to pay attention to what this is the jumper one, okay. I had a feeling. And jumping is dangerous. Originally, I had it on, like, a different perspective to do the jumping. But doing it from straight above is probably still a better idea. Man, this thing's traction is, like, non-existent. Doing it from above still helps for visibility, I feel like. So I'm glad that above is an option, even if it's, like, probably the least exciting camera angle to look at. From a playability perspective, above is the clear winner. And also the most, like, retro-looking option, really, if you think of, like, any other games in this kind of style. I am glad I didn't accidentally land on a car. Uh-oh. I was a little worried I would land off the track there. Uh-oh. It's like you never know when the track is suddenly going to swerve a different direction. And then, like, surprise, there's nowhere for you to land because your trajectory was set. Oh, I kind of landed on that, but got away with it. Oh, okay, sure. I'll take that one. Probably safest to, like, commit to a jump right after a sort of, like, easy-going turn. Because, like, after a sharp turn, it's probably going to even out again. Uh-oh. Every time I say uh-oh, I'm realizing as soon as I jump that actually the track is not doing what I expected it to. Alright, let's see how we did. That felt better. Ah! Like 16 off. We need to jump slightly more aggressively. Or, you know, not land where we're going to immediately rear-end somebody and lose all this. Like that, case in point. Thanks for not letting me finish the sentence before demonstrating what I meant. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a really ill-advised jump, and somehow it worked. Alright, cool. Oh, well, it looks like there's a railing there, but there's not. That's where switching to even there, it kind of looks like there's a railing, but it seems like I can just drive right over it, so. Oh boy. I somehow landed right side up and also took out a lamppost. It is now our friend. Goodbye, friend. That's not our friend anymore. That was an incredibly ill-advised jump that somehow kind of righted the situation. That was messier than anything that happened in the entire previous attempt. There was that. Do I have air control to some degree in terms of, like, my tilt? Alright, we want to be at, like, way more than 119 at that point, because that's halfway. We need to be at 150. So I need to make up some ground here. What the hell just happened there? Alright, I'm resetting. Nah, we gotta restart that. That's not even worth trying to salvage. Why is my view, like, weird? Did I hit that button by accident, maybe? It was also interesting that it was, like, yeah, from the opposite angle. Yeah, you have, like, no good read on your angle from any of those camera angles. This feels like also not a good start. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I wasn't worried, but now I'm worried. I keep pressing that when I mean to press the other bumper, because right bumper switches camera, left bumper resets. Can steer a little bit. Well, that was gonna be okay. I'm still hitting the wrong frickin' button. Yeah, we're restarting again. That was fine at the halfway mark, and then it wasn't. It's really the jumper that makes this hard, though. More than anything else. Because, like, you are basically at the randomly generated, at least I assume it's randomly generated, track's mercy of whether you will land successfully or whether something like that will happen. Okay, we're back. So that just feels like player agency is non-existent in this level. I'm just gonna restart until I stop getting shitty luck. But yeah, there are parts of this game that just feel like they are designed to work against the player. Well, alright, that was my fault. Define 5th gen. Is that like Wii era? I figured there was in the 4th gen at least, if I'm counting correctly. Oh, no, that's earlier than... Okay. What am I not counting if that's 5th gen? I was thinking that was, like, 3rd. One of these days I'll hit the right button. Oh, that was a lot of passes. It's really interesting how, like, the different traffic, like, the different rush hours have very different traffic on different roads. Alright, well, we're behind the 8-ball on 150, clearly. Oh, cool. Yeah, just fucking let me land right behind a big truck. And then do that, apparently. Yep, nope. This is apparently impossible. So I don't know what you mean by when people kiss that genre goodbye. What genre are we talking about? I mean, the real question is, were Micro Machines themselves actually still relevant regardless of the video game? And as long as kids are buying Micro Machines, well, you can have an excuse to make a video game about them. Oh, yeah, you just mean in general, like... Well, I don't know if... I was gonna say, like, RC Pro-Am and stuff, but I guess that's not... That's, like, isometric more than top-down. I think what else would have been top-down? It's like, when I think top-down, I'm usually thinking of things that aren't, like, traditional, like, lap-by-lap racers. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. What? Hello? I like how I reset... Oh, wait, no, that wasn't a reset. That was me pressing the wrong button again. Because I still, for some reason, keep thinking to press right bumper. I should probably actually rebind the controls if I'm going to keep hitting the wrong one. I'm glad I didn't bonk into that post. This is reasonably on target that I will continue this attempt. Might be bad. Nope, we righted ourselves pretty quickly on that one, actually. It just feels like half the time the cars are just too sparse to get the gain in traffic pass that you need. Uh-oh. Yep. I corrected myself a little more quickly, but I still pressed the wrong button first. Well, he's on fire. What did I hit, dude? Okay, well. Not sunk just yet. Oh, man, that still wasn't good enough. That was still further away. Yeah, so it shows your best in the top right, but the current is in the middle. Alright. Was Ridge Racer top down? I was thinking the later... Or are you talking about, like, the original? Because, like, weren't the later Ridge Racers not top down? I feel like I've seen things here and there on, like, Steam and stuff that are top down, but I still don't think they were, like, primarily racing. I think there was, like, you know, destruction elements to them and stuff. So yeah, I feel like pure top-down racers is extremely rare in general. And, like, this isn't pure top-down racer either. This sometimes has the destruction element. This has a few different modes in it. And like I said, like, even the ones that I would think of that are closer to top-down are still more like isometric or something, like Super Off-Road or RC Pro-Am or whatever, Rock and Roll Racing. We're on target right now. Oh, there's two cars on screen at once. Oh, that was bad. Hopefully we were ahead of pace enough to where this is still doable. Can I salvage this? Holy shit, maybe? Yup, alright. That was actually a jump to save me from going off course. That, however, was not. I like how I was still going the wrong way even after I reset there. This isn't quite a lost cause yet. Kind of getting there, though. Oh my god, we might have it. We might have it. Stay the course. Don't worry about jumping, just go. And there's actually, like, enough vehicles on screen to where I can... Yep, alright, there we go, we got it. Yeah, GTA Online is something I never looked at. I mean, I really haven't looked at GTA in general much. Alright. So we have this. I might run out of time before we get everything. This was the very first course. I should easily be able to 3-star this. Takedown is one of the easier modes. Somehow I, like, slept on the fact that the very first track was... You are an enforcer, not a demon. That doesn't count, huh? Alright, we don't have weapons here. I have to actually hit things with turbo. Alright, could you, like, crash into me? Nope. That doesn't count? Maybe it did. Okay, cool. Yep, just splat into my behind. Oh. But yeah, I mean, wow, how did I do that, dude? Holy shit. Well, I mean, even before true 3D racers, like, things were already trying to look 3D. I mean, you had enough arcade games, like, you know, all the Outrun games and whatnot. Where the hell am I? I was off screen, dude. New hilarious things have happened to me in this race that I haven't seen happen before. So if you go backwards, the camera just says, nah, I'm not interested in that. Oh, that was actually a red car? Okay. I think we have enough already. Wasn't 20 the requirement? Think so? I can't fucking read it because, again, dark red on black doesn't fucking work. Yeah, alright. So the only thing left is the other pursuit, which is impossible. I mean, isn't that, like, basically any multiplayer game? Like, any multiplayer game, I basically, like, you know, I came to the realization that everyone else did of, multiplayer is not fun with randoms at about 2016. I don't know if that was... No, those aren't demons. That's a demon. The problem with this one was I couldn't actually catch up because I don't have turbo. I only have shoot, and when you shoot, you also go slower. Cool, that guy got in my way. I like how I hit everything except the one fucking car in particular. It's a friendly that got in my way. I should just restart. I mean, actually, even back when Left 4 Dead was a thing, I pretty much concluded that I only wanted to play that with friends. And that was, like, mid-2000s. So, really, the writing was on the wall back then. Wait, there's one behind me? When the hell did that happen? Okay, well, I just passed one here. Alright, he's dead. Can I get the other one to... Yep, the other one caught up. How many times do I have to shoot you to make you blow up, dude? Eventually we will catch up to other enemies. I see a trail over here. Unfortunately, there's like 5 gazillion cars in the way. Including one of my own. Finally hit the one I was actually aiming for after hitting like 20 others. Did I hit, like, both of them? Because somehow the blue car was doing the loop-the-loop there. I just passed one. Oh, when he just nudged me and he died. Alright, cool. Hit the one car, dude. I just want you to hit the one car. I'm not sure which one I took down there, but okay. I guess it was the one I was aiming for, because there's nothing for a while now. Too many cars on the road. I need to speed up. Wait, there's one. This one is like disguised. It's not actually red. but it's got the trails. I'm not gonna have enough time, though. Here's one. The other ones are too far in the distance. Like, you seriously have to be spot on and also never lose speed, otherwise you're never going to catch up to the front ones. And this feels like something out of F-Zero GX story mode on, like, hard difficulty. So, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 13 was the best I had already. Oh yeah, I remember Griefers in Left 4 Dead. That was part of why I stopped playing random. And, you know, every once in a while you'd get the subtle Griefer who would just run ahead of everybody and use all the med kits before you got there. Get out of the way. Didn't hit him? That did hit him, he's just not dead yet. Yeah, my guy is helping, sure. It would be great if my guy actually did help. I like how I still crash into him 3 more times anyway. Fine, you should be blown up. And I trust that that guy will actually blow up. Apparently not. There he is. Wow, got that one off screen. I know my guy isn't going to help, so I'm just going to shoot him on route to shooting the guy I actually need to shoot. Who is somehow still going. There you go. Check the sidebar and immediately crash into things. Honestly, that was just me shooting to reload. Guess what? We're still 13 out of 16. Also, I'm stuck off-road here. Oh my god, we got 2 stars. It can almost be jarring when the camera stops and then everything just starts moving forward again. Alright. We've got all but 1 star. Which brings me back around to why we're here again. And what I figured out. Because on Monday, there was one specific course that was kicking my butt. It was this one. So there were only 2 pursuit courses in the demo. And the thing that I concluded very quickly was if you ever pass enemies, at least when I played the first one, was when you pass enemies, they never catch up to you again, so you basically blew it. Because you have to... In Pursuit, there is a very finite number of specific targets, and you have to take out all of them. Like, there's like a mini-map on the left side of the screen that marks where they are relative to you on the track. So I went into this one, assuming that I should be taking them all out without allowing myself to pass them. But here's the thing. Whereas in this one, the cars are slower, in this one, the cars you're up against are much faster. So the thing I accidentally discovered last night, like, the number one thing I discovered last night was actually passing them is not the end of the world. They will actually catch up to you. It's actually like playing, like, the race mode or something where they rubber band and they catch up to you again. So you have another chance to destroy them. The other thing that I sort of rediscovered, though, is that, like, when you play the takedown mode, it's generally surprisingly easy to blow up the cars. I got very fixated on using the laser because this track has this particular challenge has that modifier. But the thing about using the laser is it slows you down every time you use it. And going back to what I just said about in takedown, generally crashing the opposing cars is surprisingly easy. You're better off crashing them sometimes, or letting them crash into you. And once I realized that, like, I had one attempt where I think I got 15 out of 16, and then I tried it again and immediately got 3 stars, 16 out of 16. I will try to repeat that on stream now, to keep myself honest and have it all within the things that I've streamed of this game. And then we will go on to... Clearly, there's another column after this that unlocked once I got the 66th star. The only one I was missing. Alright, so first dude's already within view. If I have a clear shot, I might still laser him. Yeah, see, I just bonked him against my butt, and he blew up. So the lights on that. Wait, see that one I passed? Allegedly? Yeah, so I set him on fire with the laser. Somehow I didn't finish him off, but then I just bonked into him and he's gone. I don't know how I passed that one, though. That's the thing. The ones that, like, have just the colored stripes and aren't actually the full color are kind of easy to miss. Alright, that one I basically point blanked. The other thing is, like, you kind of don't want to shoot too much, not only because the shooting itself slows you down, but you can easily end up hitting something else and then crashing into it, and it gets in your way. There's another one up top. He's already on fire. This is not a good attempt, though. I'm slowing down too much. There's way too much traffic, dude. That was the other thing, though. That was the other important thing. I'm gonna restart. The other important thing was I focused more on actually weaving my way through traffic. Alright, yeah, you can see the first trails already. Alright, that one just was right in front of me, so I had no problem. That guy was in the way, though. Alright, that was me not watching where I was going. I saw the trails up here, and I was like, I better get up there. I aimed for the one and got the other. Alright, cool. What? I got one that was off-screen that I didn't know existed. Also, I think one of my friendlies achieved orbit back there. I'm not sure what the heck happened. It looked like there was a blue car flying. We got 2 not really red vehicles. I just passed one, didn't I? Could you get out of the way, buddy? I mean, he is supposed to be my buddy. Yeah, so there's one in my rear view mirror now. That one's also in my rear view mirror, because I don't know what the hell he was doing. So we're gonna see if they manage to catch up. Yeah, you need to... It's like, they already pulled over because they got hit. Yeah, see, this one's catching up, and now I just swiped right into him, and he's gone. The other one's also catching up. Meanwhile, there's one up here. Right, we lined ourselves up with that. Yeah, see, they just tear ass out of nowhere and just overtake us, which is good in this mode. You know, in race, they're being jerks by doing that, but in this mode, it's like, actually, yeah, I want you to be in front of me so I can hit you. The other thing that, like, made this particular... What? I swear I just went right on top of that guy and didn't hit him. What? But the other thing that makes this challenging is, like, the laser replaces your turbo. So, like, if you want to gain on dudes, you can't. That's what made this actually difficult. Did I pass another one? Yup. Oh, there he is. Alright, cool. We still have a full minute left, and I have 3 more to get. That's pretty good shape. That is better shape than I was in, like, the entire... Like, all of my attempts in the first stream of this. Now I'm trying to focus on weaving. Okay, that That time I didn't focus on weaving. Hi, could you get... Okay, that time I hit him, and once he hit the wall, he blew up, and it counted. Alright, 40 seconds for 2 more. One is right here. 1 left. So this is already better than I did in the previous stream. I did not get to 15 out of 16 then. Oh, shoot. I might have screwed it. There he is. What? Dude, I can't hit you there. I seriously can't hit him there. I think I just got screwed by the RNG. He's on the other side of the frickin' barrier. Alright, hang on. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Where is he? How did you get up there? He warped! I got fucking robbed. He was down here. He warped up there. What the fuck, video game? That's cheating. Alright, so, important information. This video game can fucking cheat. It just respawns them wherever the fuck it feels like it. So that should have actually been a success, and I got completely screwed over. So that's annoying. There's another one that was stuck behind the wreckage of the first one. Too bad you couldn't get like a chain reaction where you wreck one and the other one crashes into the wreckage, and so you get credit for both. That would be pretty cool. I feel like that could be something in some kind of modifier or mode. Alright, that I just kind of like bonked into very gently, but I kind of pressed the issue when he blew up. Alright, that one eventually blew up. I'm not really sure how that... Whoop, I ignored the divider, but hey, there's this other guy. Alright, cool. You can ignore that divider. I don't know when I passed that guy. I missed that dude. Alright, cool. Oh, sorry. Alright, nice. That redeemed myself for the other bad shot. Oh, did not weave that successfully. Good grief, dude. Alright, cool. I'm surprised that worked. I was surprisingly, like, off alignment with that. What was that guy doing? How did that not hit you? I accidentally hit the camera button. Whoops. I must have fat-fingered R2 and hit R1. Or, you know, RT and RB. Alright, cool. One more. We have a full minute to go. Even if I get screwed this time, I should be fine. What does that guy do? Oh, he's on to him. Alright, cool. That guy just bonked into me. That guy rear-ended me and died because of it on the second try. Cool. Rear-end me once, shame on me. Rear-end me twice, shame on you. I don't know how that works, but we did it. So there. It is possible. Sometimes you just need to change your strategy a bit. Alright, and so, when I got the 3rd star here, which was the only thing I had been missing at the end of the last stream, we unlocked another column. So we have, more challenges with more vehicles we haven't seen. This is, despite being called the Hulk, this is actually not the heaviest vehicle we've used, because it's not the 18-wheeler or whatever. The 18-wheeler was still the heaviest. However, this is probably far more compact than that, and also still very heavy. This is a rampage, so we're just supposed to drive over everything. This should be fun. At least I'm pretty sure that's what rampage is. Oh, I also have, like, missiles or something? That dude achieved orbit, and it didn't register the takedown until he achieved full orbit. Yeah, the problem with these is they're like mortars. Surprisingly actually hard to take things down with this. Okay, that works. Well, what? Oh, hey, we got chain reactions. It happened. It's a reality. Also, wow, nice shot. I can't believe that actually worked. Damn, this thing really sends things flying. So yeah, in Rampage mode, it doesn't matter what type of vehicles you hit. Did that bounce off the divider? Oh. Uh-oh. The interesting thing here is, like, the traffic is a little sparser than some of the more ridiculous levels I've seen. Oh, look at that cluster. Uh-oh, I'm going with them. Bye. Where are you going? Does that not count? It did count. Okay. Can we get back on the tree? Hello? I'm hitting every possible tree. Cool. Bye, truck. Whoa, jeez. Alright. Yep. Okay. It reset me. Cool. That guy... It would have been funny if that guy would have, like... Wait, what's road rage? Oh, is that the last 15-second thing? Yeah. Then you get, like, invincibility and shit. Just run into everything. Alright, what was the actual requirement? Because I never pay attention to it because the text is invisible. That wasn't even good enough for 1 star. What the hell, dude? Hit a lot of dudes, but I'm not sure how many of them counted. Basically, you have to just be firing mortars all the time, not trying to specifically aim at things. You can't just auto-fire, you can't just hold the button. There's a lot of delayed counting happening. Yeah, I'm already up to half of what I was at before. Like, I was trying to be precise before. Don't try to be precise. Just blow up everything. The splash on this is ridiculous. Forget, I want to say 200 was the 3-star requirement, and like we're almost on pace for that. Hello? Where'd all the cars go? I'm not gonna get 3 stars, probably. Oh, wow, my fire rate has increased, too. Okay. Yeah, that's important. I guess I am going to get 3 stars. We just blasted across 200, didn't we? We got the 225 on that. That's ridiculous. Suddenly, the traffic piled up. So, yep, 3 stars. Scorcher is the vehicle. That's a high top speed. Good grief. Okay, rally. I forget what rally is. Is that just passing thing? No, that's passing demons specifically. This is basically the race mode. Oh god, yeah, this thing feels like it's going faster. And I can do turbo on top of that, which for some reason zooms in the camera, which I don't like, but... Oh my god, I can't even control this thing anymore. This thing is dangerous. Oh, this isn't the race mode. Right, the race mode is a distinct position. This is just passing a number of demons. Like, it's infinite cars, basically. I don't know what happened to that guy. Oh, jeez. Alright, cool. Everything's fine. Oh Oh, that was bad. You know what I should try adjusting, but I don't think I did. Was it in here? Right here, motion blur. We're turning that to low. We'll try disabling it potentially too. Like, I feel like I actually am noticing it this time. I hadn't really been noticing it before. I might be noticing it more on, like, the track than anything else. But with this car, especially with how fast it's going, I'm actually noticing it. Let's try it this way. Yeah, that seems sharper, doesn't it? That seems way sharper, holy shit. Turns out I've been playing the game in blurry mode for the last 3 hours. Also, yes, I've been playing the demo for, well, 2.5 hours. Oh, would you please get out of the way, dude? Oh my god. Number's going down. Number should not go down. Number is only allowed to go up. Holy crap, don't ask me how that worked. I am basically not steering this car. Oh, we get road rage in this... Oh, turns out road rage doesn't work well. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, I just squandered the road rage. I keep hitting the camera instead of the reset button. Turns out road rage doesn't work well against dividers, islands. It doesn't matter. I was way past the triple star mark anyway. Formatting C statements if it's literal or not. I'm not sure what you mean, but also I haven't looked at C++ in like 2 decades, so I probably wouldn't help either way. Alright, this is a race. And what are we playing? We're seriously like a friggin' F1 car or something now. And yet it's slower. Top speed 183, weight 2340. Okay, so it's lower top speed than this, but it's also like... It's... I guess it's kind of 3/4 the top speed and 3/4 the weight. So this is where you have, like, yeah, specific places. A finite number of, rivals. Oh, and also I have a life bar in this mode. I don't think I had a life bar in the other mode. And I guess that's to discourage you from, like, destroying everything. To just make it, you know, well, I'm first, because all the other cars are dead. I gotta say, like, turning the motion blur off does actually make the game look, like, almost more cartoony, but, like, you gotta remember the game does, like, intentionally have... I did it again, I hit the wrong button. The game does intentionally have, like, outlines on vehicles and stuff, which you can turn off. I left it on in the event it might show, like, you know, offer more contrast. But you can do quite a bit with the graphics options. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I should probably restart anyway. I'm gonna blow up. Yep, definitely gonna blow up. Yep, dead. That might be the first race that I've actually blown up in. I remember getting the right message on something. Did I also fall in the water? So this is actually Untitled Goose Game, but racing. Whoa, that was lucky. Man, it's crowded here. There's so many other demons here on the screen at once. Holy crap. There'll be like 8 of them on screen at some point there. Don't ask how I didn't get hit by 5 things there. Oh, well. Could you not? Guys like never run out of turbo. I wish I had as much turbo as they did, but also, you know, I wish I had infinite health like they seem to have. Well, first place is within sight, at least. Also, he's on fire. So the weird thing is, like, the number of positions never seems to change, even when they seem to, like, blow up. It's like, wouldn't you think that would reduce it? You know, F-Zero style? I'm guessing it just, like, spawns in an extra dude, though. Yeah, now the problem is we're subject to the AI rubber banding. No, you fucker. And I have no turbo. Yeah, cool. He just fucking cheated. And then I couldn't catch up to him again. So I don't get 3 stars because the AI cheated. Cool, I love Mario Kart. I don't love Mario Kart. That's basically the equivalent of getting blue-shelled 5 seconds from the finish line, though. Which will always happen, guaranteed. Like, it just doesn't feel like you have any control over, you know, these guys gaining on you. They will just eventually do it. Could you guys not be in the way? We're gonna restart. Hey, Cheddar. Oh yeah, something you might want to look at is VS Codium, which is Visual Studio Code without Microsoft's telemetry and with a lot of the AI garbage like turned off by default. Or like, I guess not integrated by default. Because it is becoming painfully obvious now that Microsoft just wants every AI shoved down everyone's throats, including their own employees. Also, speaking of Microsoft doing shit things, they apparently just issued a return to office order too, which, like, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do that before the part where they forced all their employees to use AI shit, even if it's going to make them be less productive. Like, kind of seems like cart before horse. Because RTO is the, you know, the obvious, yes, you are showing your full ass. Because, like, let's be real, most of your software engineering employees will be way more productive not in an office. It's like every week Microsoft gives us a new reason to hate them and not trust them. And now it's unfortunate that, like, yeah, VS Code became like the de facto code editor. Right when, you know, people were discovering that Atom did not scale well to large code bases, large files and stuff. Although I suppose there's probably still a sizable contingent on Sublime Text, but, like, I never saw that. I mean, maybe it's just that I didn't have the right plugins, but I never got that to the point of, like, having nearly the kind of IntelliSense that Visual Studio Code just has out of the box. It always did seem weird to me, though, how, like, Visual Studio Code basically seems like, in a lot of cases, it could even, like, take the place of, Visual Studio itself. But I imagine there's probably still things that full-blown Visual Studio is good for. I've never really dealt with anything that required full-blown Visual Studio. At least not since, like, Visual Basic 6, 20 years ago? Actually, more like 30 years ago, shit. 25 years ago, let's say. Well, I'm second. I don't know where the first place guy went. Can I reverse the previous, outcome? Can I, like, tear ass past him? Is this basically like the racing challenge in the last level of Banjo-Tooie? Are you shitting me? Did I come out ahead? The dude hit something at the last minute and gave me first place. Okay. That shouldn't have worked. But yeah, no, yeah, exactly, Cheddar. I was commenting on, it feels very, you just got hit by a blue shell at the last 5 seconds of the race in Mario Kart. It feels like that. And, that was also the issue with the race in Cloud Cuckoo Land and Banjo-Tooie, was basically, if you pace yourself on the cart that you're pushing the whole time, to stay just a little bit behind your opponent, and then at the very end, you go ahead by just a little bit, or by a lot. If you wait till the last minute and go ahead by a lot, you'll be fine. If you go as fast as possible, you will tear ahead. Like, if you go as fast as possible, as early as possible in the Cloud Cuckoo Land race, you will tear way ahead, but then your opponent does the exact same thing. It's, like, proportional to how much you were ahead. They are ahead by that much now. And that's a lot harder to work with. So yeah, in this case, I was in the position of I had to catch up. But once again, just like last stream, I just bitch about bad shit like DRM or stupid shit Microsoft is doing on a daily basis, and I win races. Apparently how to actually play the game. Checkpoint, so this is your arcade timer countdown mode. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the vehicle stats. Let's look at that. Let me go back to... See, the problem is I always ignore the shit at the top of the screen because it's invisible, dude. Like, why did they make the text at the top of the screen unreadably invisible? So let's see. It's almost as fast as that, but it's heavier than that. But it is definitely positioned as a race car kind of thing. So this, we're not racing anybody in particular, we're racing the clock. Oh man, yeah, this vehicle feels very slidey too. Oh, also, I have finite health again. I didn't remember that being a thing in this mode. I've already lost like a quarter of my health. Get up here where it's maybe a little less crowded. He's got to get out of the way. Alright, well, I'm not even hitting the 10-second countdown, so, like, so far I'm in decent shape. A little worried about my health, though. Yep. Alright, one more checkpoint. Can we do this without getting hit by anything? No. Kind of like, oh, no, I got crashed into that time. There was nothing I could do about that. Oh, boy, that stinks. One thing they don't have is a stat on, like, resiliency, you know, tankiness. I don't know if all cars basically have the same durability. No, because, like, I feel like I've been on different vehicles that did not take, you know, 1/7 of their health bar with one hit. Get out of the way. That time I counted all the way down to 4 and I lost half my health. That seems bad. I'm gonna restart. But I mean, basically, if you use VS Code, VS Codium is exactly the same. For all intents and purposes. Great. Kiss a third of your health goodbye. Because somebody bonks you into oblivion. This course is basically, like, a microcosm of my entire issue with driving in real life, which is the issue isn't me, the issue is every fucking buddy else. I would like driving if other drivers that are complete fucking lunatics weren't a thing that existed. The only other thing this is missing that would also encompass my real-life driving experience is potholes. I wonder if that'll be a thing in the full game. I wonder if the full game will have a mode where it's the transportation guy from SimCity 2000 yelling at whoever created the racetrack. Cool, what was I supposed to do there? That was basically a wall of cars. You guys left me with literally nowhere to go there. I'm gonna blow up again, especially if I do that. Like, I basically can't use turbo. Partly because turbo zooms in and makes it impossible for me to see things that are coming. Which is the opposite of what turbo should do, given that it makes you go faster. You want to see more of the track when you're going faster. I have probably brought up that complaint in particular at least 5 times while playing this. It is definitely the biggest complaint that I have of the game. Oh, that was the end? Okay. I lost count of how many checkpoints I had been at. Alright, why am I a helicopter? I was not expecting the helicopter. So we're apparently a helicopter. So wait, how does this work? Because you shouldn't be on the road then, right? What mode? Vindicator. Is that where we blow stuff up? Because, like, we shouldn't even be sharing the road with things, right? That wouldn't make sense. Okay, well, at the very least, my rotors go above. Okay, yeah, no, we're above traffic. What are we firing? Oh, we're dropping stuff, but we're basically a bomber helicopter. Interesting. I didn't realize this was practically Blast Core. That's what this feels like now. I mean, not that Blast Core even has something like this, but the closest thing I can think of. Also, this seems kind of fast for a helicopter, actually. I don't know. Maybe not. You have to be very precise with this thing, though. Okay, there. Oh, is it going to, like, both sides? That didn't... Oh, okay, it did eventually hit the guys I thought I was aiming at. This is one of those instances where you kind of get delayed reactions after the initial explosion. Where is everybody? Oh, there's a couple behind me because... Wait, this isn't Pursuit? Why is it... Why is there the thing on the left? I thought that was Pursuit specific. This is... Oh, because... No? Pursuit is with... You're on the Enforcer side also. So I actually don't know. Alright, the problem is I gotta wait for the dude behind me, and then I gotta catch up to the one in front of me. But the one behind me is not catching up by itself. Oh, and he's down there. Sure, fuck me, I guess. Okay, he did kind of blow up. Alright, now we just need to fucking... gun it to the next guy, and hope I can get there in 30 seconds. I guess we could play with the camera here, because, like, the direction I'm going kind of doesn't matter. We're not gonna catch up to this guy, though. No! Wait, did I hear the sound now? I heard the sound... I think I heard the sound after the time up. So one of those went way off-road. And I can't really do anything about it. There you are. Like, I can't go back. Okay, that one counted for some reason. It's like, if they just frickin' take a hike by themselves, I can't do anything about it, and I have to wait for them, which is not good for taking down the rest. So this is the same problem as Pursuit, but it's not listed as Pursuit. Like, this mode is exactly what Pursuit is. I have to take down all, like, the specific cars. Well, you gonna blow up? No? Why not? That dot is not moving. I am looking at the left side of the screen. And it's just fucking sitting there. And I can't go backwards. That kind of fucking sucks. You should probably make this mode not suck. Also, hang on a second. This is Pursuit. Vindicator's the name of the vehicle. I'm stupid. Hey, Dead Camper. Unfortunately, now we are not being a speed demon because I gotta wait for these stupid cars. I still don't understand the trajectory of these. Okay, he's gone. But yes, the Vindicator is the helicopter we're in. Pursuit is the mode. So it is the same thing that I've played every other... that I've had a problem with every other time. So one of those guys... Oh, he's dead. Alright, cool. I don't know how he died. I also don't care, I gotta move on. So, like, that one Pursuit that gave me a problem last time, that I, like, ran out of time to try, ended up actually being the easiest one because the cars will actually catch up to you again. Whereas the other two pursuits, including this one, that doesn't seem to happen as much. Which is a problem because, like, you can only go forwards. I can afford to change the camera here because I mostly don't have to steer, I say as I bonk into a frickin' overpass signpost. But it also kind of highlights just how hard to manage this perspective would be. It's like, that perspective looks super interesting visually, but to play it, good luck. Like, this by far is the easiest perspective to play. Okay, that guy doesn't seem to want to die. Did that get both of those? I thought there were two there. I'm gonna go ahead and see whether I can trust those other cars to catch up again. Yeah, they do. Okay. What? That got both of them? I don't even know where the other one was. So maybe you do just have to keep going. Because, like, the last time I literally stopped and the other dude never caught up. He just stayed stopped the entire time. You kind of just have to, like, take a run for it, try to hit them. If you miss, keep going and hope they catch up. Because of the rubber banding. Like, I guess it all still comes down to the rubber banding. The rubber banding is the big problem with the race mode. But it's also kind of the, it can be the saving grace of this mode. I'm gonna run out of time anyway. I don't know where the other guy is. He's still off. I didn't catch up to him. It's like you can't afford to ever slow down. Okay. Some of those, like, didn't land. Alright, that was the first four very quickly that time. This is another case where, like, I can't go any faster than this. I don't even know which other one I took down. I was focused on this guy. I don't know if I got the other one. Seems like I did. Oh, I got one of those. I was gonna be offended if that one didn't count. Where is... Oh, there's two in front of me. Okay. Hopefully the one behind will eventually rubber band back. Oh, hello. You're right there. That might not have worked. I'm gonna keep going to catch up to the one in front. Because that one seems uncatchable otherwise. But it kind of looks like we're not... Oh, there he was. He crashed into a truck. That should count. Yup, okay. Cool. I don't even know what happened. They just all exploded while I wasn't looking at any of them. Great. Alright, so that's all of that column. Is that actually the end of the... That's actually the end of the demo. We actually hit the end of the demo this time. So 81 stars, which means 27 challenges, which it does say under that. Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, so I definitely still feel like some modes work better than others. Race and Pursuit can both be frustrating. Rampage is fun. Rally is fun. Actually, wait, which one was Rally? Rally is past a potentially infinite number of demons, while Race is specific number. Checkpoint is fine. You know, Checkpoint is the closest you'll get to, you know, like, the Rush games, the Outrun games, etc., etc. Aren't those all timer-based? Rad Racer, etc. Rush Hour is fun. So yeah, like, The majority of the modes in this are fun. I just feel like Pursuit and Race feel like more trouble than they're worth. Yeah, I keep coming back around to Pursuit feeling kind of bad. And Race probably shouldn't feel as bad as it does, and it's just, yeah. Like, both of these are subject to the rubber banding. Pursuit, you have to let the rubber banding work for you if you ever accidentally pass anything and not destroy it. Because it's another... Like, both of these are finite numbers of things. So, like, every single one of them counts towards triple star. And that's where, like, the rubber banding can end up being unforgiving because every single one counts. But overall, it's pretty cool. There's definitely, like, a decent variety of vehicles that handle differently. It's nice that they have, like, you know, different visual appearances going on, too. It's pretty neat. It's the kind of thing that, you know, as a kid growing up with, like, the little Hess trucks, the miniatures and whatever, or, you know, Micro Machines. I think someone brought up I think Moby Bloke might have brought up Micro Machines on, like, I guess one of the video games on, like, N64 or something. Or PS1, I forget which. You know, like, anyone who grew up with any stuff like that could find this, you know, a bit of a fun nostalgia trip. So, and again, this is from Radiangames, the guy who is usually known for making top-down shooters and stuff. So this is interesting. And it seems pretty well done.